Good morning, dear. Today, our topic is classification of resources. In this topic, we will discuss classification of resources. These are classified into four categories. A category or first category on the basis of origin. Second category on the basis of exhaustible or not. Third category on the basis of ownership, who is owner of particular resources. And fourth category on the basis of status of development. Two categories, last two categories are important. Why? Because many times question may be asked from that on the basis of development and ownership. Difference between stock and reserve resources, difference between potential and developed resources. Such question may be asked in board exam also. So dear, it my promise today after my lecture and Zoom class, you able to clarify all the classification of resources. And classification of resources, and after end of lecture, at the end, I will provide one sheet and you will fill up it. And if you are able to fill up the sheet, it means your concepts are clear regarding classification of resources. So let's start some classification earlier you studied in previous classes, and this classification are new for you. Okay. So first classification on the basis of origin, from where they obtain. Origin based classification, very simple, biotic and abiotic resources. Classification on the basis of origin, biotic and abiotic. Biotic resources are living and like plant, animal, common example of that. And abiotic resources are non-living resources, but after that, such resources are useful for us. Air, water are example of abiotic resources. Very simple classification of resources. First one is on the basis of ownership. Sorry dear, on the basis of origin. Second classification on the basis of exhaustibility. These are classified into two categories: renewable resources, non-renewable resources. Renewable resources, which resources can renew through physical, chemical and mechanical process. Such resources consider renewable resources. You know, lot of example of renewable resources, solar energy, windmill are example of renewable resources. And non-renewable resources, such resources may be exhausted by when we use continuous such resources, and in future it may be exhausted and it take long period to renew that resources consider non-renewable resources. Like coal is an example of such category of resources. And third category of resources on the basis of, or C category, on the basis of ownership. Who is owner of the resources? Who is owner? Who own the resources? On the basis of ownership, resources are classified individual resources. First, individual resources, suppose your parents have plot, house, building, property. These are resources are considered individual resources and private property. Such resources consider individual resources, which used by individual or it depend on the owner. Another one category on the basis of ownership, that is community resources. Such resources are used by a community, a society, like burial ground, like community halls, like park, garden, like such example which are used by a community in village, pasture land, community resources which used by a community. Such resources consider community resources. Next one resources is national resources and international resources. These two resources are important. Which resources will consider national resources and which one will consider international resources? So, take first example of national resources. Which resources are part of any nation and which resources will be considered international resources, which are part of international institution and organization like UNO, United Nations Organization. So, I will explain both the resources at the end of lecture with the help of board. Okay, dear? So, dear, on the basis of ownership, resources are classified individual, community, national, international. National resources, which resources come under any territories, such resources are considered national resources and come under any political border of any nation and up to 22.2 kilometers from political border. So from political border to till 22.2 kilometers from political border to till ocean till land, such resources are considered national resources. I am repeating again, from political border to till 22.2 kilometers up to ocean, such resources are part of a nation. And international resources, such resources are not used by any specific nation and such resources are located 200 kilometers from political border. 200 kilometers and in special economic zone. In some exclusive economic zone, such resources are considered international resources like open ocean are part of international resources. Without concern of UNO, United Nations Organization, no one special or specific country use such resources which are located inside ocean. Suppose any one ocean may be located after between 22.2 kilometer to 200 kilometer. Such resources may be after a agreement, after concern of different neighboring countries, such resources can be utilized such countries which are located on particular area. But apart from 200 kilometer and after 200 kilometer inside ocean, such resources are considered international resources. So such topic we will discuss on Zoom class also. So dear, don't miss today's Zoom class. We will discuss this topic on that also. So don't be confused between the national resources are property of any nation and limitations up to 22.2 kilometer from political border to ocean border are such resources located or may be found like Bombay High in our India, petroleum producer area, part of our national resources and international resources. Such resources after 200 kilometer after 200 kilometer of any nation's border or any political border, such resources are considered international resources. No one specific country can be utilized such resource without permission of international or UNO. And last classification on the basis of potential, developed, stock and reserve resources. These are classified on the basis of status of development. So dear, last and important topic, classification of resources on the basis of status of development. Today we will discuss this topic with the help of 3 points, and these resources are classified into 4 categories. First one, potential, developed resources, stock and reserve resources. Which are 3 important points? Through this we will discuss these resources. First one, technology. There we are having technology or not to use given resources. We are having appropriate technology or not. Second important point, willingness to use. We want to willingly do it, or we have willingness to use it or not. Third, are we able to use it? Are we able to use it? So on the basis of 3 points, it is easy to classify all 4 categories of on the basis of development. First one is the potential, developed resources, stock and reserves. Simple, potential resources which are available but we are not using with full potential. Such resources are considered potential resources. Potential resources which are we know about that and but we are not using with full potential such resources. Technology we are having, willingness to use, yes, but are we able to use it? No. So which resources? Give me example. Such resources like solar. Are we using it with full potential? No. Such resources are part of potential. Second one, developed resources. Which quantity we know and we are using with the help of technology in present, and such resources are considered developed resources. Like, very simple example, petroleum. Petroleum is an example of developed resources. All 3 points, technology, we have willingness to use, yes. Are we able to use it? Yes. Third one is the stock. Such resources satisfy human needs, but we have no technology to use it. Such resources are considered as a stock resources. Such resources satisfy human needs and but we have no such technology to use such resource that are considered stock. Like S2. Many students they know, yes sir, we able to break inside through the chemical process inside lab, but dear, labs are not available everywhere. So such resources are in stock. Maybe we can use later on, but such resources are considered stock register. Stock resources. Last one, reserves. Such resources we have reserved for future. We know how to use it, and but we have reserves for future, like a rivers. Such resources are considered reserve resources. So dear, these are the classification of status of development, developed resources, potential resources, stock and reserve resources. And I am repeating again, today don't miss your Zoom class. All these details will discuss on Zoom and your doubt with the help of suitable notes.